Suing Alex Jones for $1 billion is completely unjustified. With all of the heinous crimes and disgusting, atrocious acts that we see on a day-to-day basis and throughout history, we're going to charge this dude who may have misinformed people, but again, we all have the free will to go and do our own research and not blindly believe everything that we see and hear on the internet. So with that in mind, and given how bad we've seen some of our own government behave, we're going to charge this man with $1 billion, some guy with some internet podcast. Is this real? Is this real? Because the thing is that we're going to charge people $1 billion for misinformation, right? Then anytime anybody lies about anything, that means slander of any kind would be chargeable at $1 billion. So anybody that does slander will have to pay $1 billion. I mean, if that's how we're going to be doing it, if that's how you see it, so you understand how this doesn't make sense and how the crime doesn't fit the bill. You're inflating something that doesn't, and the thing is like, I understand that these families were saddened by this, but it's not justifiable. It's not justifiable. Even entire corporations have never been sued for this amount of money. Just think about how Big Pharma, no one's going after them for $1 billion, and look at all the harm and lawsuits they have gotten through harming and injuring people with different vaccines and things like that. And then you're going to tell me that this dude just says some misinformation, essentially lies, or so it means lying is punishable for $1 billion. You lie, you got to give me $1 billion, right? So that means every lawyer, every person just that exists has to do that, because it's like he who cast the first stone, he who is without sin cast the first stone. We've all lied before, so that means everybody should be charged $1 billion. I mean, if we're gonna go by that logic, it doesn't matter if everybody's feelings have been hurt before, and it doesn't matter that I know this is a traumatic situation. I'm not saying feelings don't matter, but let's be realistic. So many different things have happened. People don't even get charged $1 billion for killing somebody. This dude he just said something that came out of his mouth. And this is the thing, it's like people in the medical industry have said things that have affected thousands and thousands of people, if not millions, if billions of people actually. So people in the medical industry have done the same thing. So we should be going after people with just the same amount of energy, right? Because if we're going to go after one man for $1 billion, then we need to be going after these people for 10 times the amount, right? By that logic, because they affected the whole world population. By that logic, right? So this is what I'm saying, we live in this hypocritical society where at this point it's like you can just choose, you pick and choose what is real and what is not real. You can live in your own damn reality now. Okay? I identify as the president of the United States. Hello. I'm your new president. Like, just follow me. If you want to believe it, you can. At least in this society. It's insane. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't. And this is what they're starting to learn. And now, we've gone so far as to worrying about charging people that don't even have $1 billion. We're over here sending billions of dollars to start a war. Okay, well, that's smart. That's really smart. Oh my God. Okay. It's just so much. It's just so much for me to take in, because it's just like, wow, we really are just collectively a bunch of retards. And yeah, I'm not saying that to be mean. it's pretty crazy, some of the decisions that we make. It just shows, like, wow, like we don't collectively, nobody really wants to see people progress further. Like, we keep always doing these things, and it's just this annoying cycle that I wish we can just get out of and stop doing. But here we are, being the barbaric idiots that we have continued to be throughout history. And that's my TED Talk.